Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene, and I'm starting over because I just recorded for a solid 5 minutes and the camera wasn't on. Hate that! I am here with the YouTube earnings update for the month of January 2018. I will be comparing the stats for January with the stats of December. And I'll also be sharing my January stats for previous years so you can see how far I've come since then. And I might do some comparisons with August because August was my best month yet, August of 2017. And then I took a major dip, and in some areas like a big dip. But things are starting to pick up a little bit, at least at the end of January for me. They started to pick up. Looks like YouTube is giving me a nice little spike, so that helped me out. So let's just get to it, okay? The stats for January of 2018. For my main YouTube channel, the one that these reports are about, I uploaded 33 videos. I also had 10 videos on my ASMR channel. That's not included in this. And I also had 18 exclusive videos for my patrons over on Patreon. Those are not monetized at all. So that's not included in this either. So I did dish out a total of 61 videos in 1 month. That's an average of 2 per day. So I'm a busy girl. I am. And seriously, there are people out there making a killing doing 1 video a week. You know, I mean, I'm doing 2 videos per day, and I'm just a piddly little channel compared to others. You know, maybe one of these days I'll hit it big. I don't know, but I just keep telling myself I'll get there, and I will. Subscribers. I had a nice jump in subscribers. Again, when you see the chart, you'll see that it's like, and then a spike. I got a total of 3,698 subscribers. I think I got like something like 1,400 subscribers in a matter of 4 or 5 days, something like that. I had one day that I had almost 300. I think it was 297. So I like it when stuff like that happens. You can see at the first 2 weeks of January, I only had 1,348, which was still pretty good, but anyway, ended up good. Okay, let's see, December. Oh, for December, I only uploaded a total of 39 videos. That's all. That included all my other endeavors. Okay, and my subs were a total of 1,421. So for this month, 3,698 is a big improvement. My views this month. Did I say this month? I say this month because I feel like I'm still in January. But no, I should say January. Okay, so my views for January were 430,717. My views for December were only 270,117. That's, again, a big improvement from December. My watch time for January, 3,176,456. And in December, it was 1,931,200. Now, let's look really quick at August. In August, yeah, my stats were still higher. I'm glad to see that. My views were 430, almost 431,000 for January. In August, they were 506,000+. So that's higher. And then my watch time now is 3 million, almost like 3.2 million. I'm rounding up, and in August it was like 3.7 million. So I still had much more watch time then also. Okay, so I'm good with that. My watch time goes up. Maybe the earnings will a little bit too. All right, retention is 44%. In December, it was 43%. My gender, 13% boys, 87% girls. It always plays by just 1% each way. Shares, I got 2,476 shares as opposed to only 1,024. So when new subscribers come, that's what happens. You can easily tell when YouTube is spitting out one of your videos. You'll start to get comments, a lot of comments on an older video, and on that same video. For me, it's the rag quilt, 1 hour rag quilt that I made with pink and dark pink flannel. I believe it was flannel on both sides. Hang on a minute. So I started seeing a lot of comments under that video. Now that video is probably, I don't think it's 2 months old yet, but I knew that YouTube was absolutely promoting it. So I just started to do some homework. One thing you can do is you go to real time and you click on 48 hours, and that will sort it by the most views in 48 hours, and that one is right there at the top. It probably still is. We can check that when we go into my computer. And then even for the earnings, you go to the earnings and you can see that one's earning the most. So it's the one that YouTube is putting out there. So I'm always happy about that. I haven't had a spike since August, so I was due for one. My end screen, 2.78% of the elements that appear on my end screen got clicked, as opposed to 2.51% for December. My traffic, suggested videos, 62%. Last time it was 55%. See, that little quilt is, you know, being put out and suggested more. And my browse is 17%. It was 20% for December. And then my search has come in third place again at 4.2%. I mean, that's still small. Some people's search is the highest. I don't know what's good. It would be really good to have more people finding me via search, but I absolutely love that YouTube does spit out my videos. Suggested, I think, has always been the highest for me. You know, that means that only 4.2% of people are finding me by doing a search. I'll take it. Playlists. Okay, in December, I was down to only having 1,266 videos appear in playlists. People create playlists. You like it when your video appears in a playlist because that means people like it so much that they want to put it in a playlist so they can keep it, watch it again, stuff like that. Well, I'm up to 7,380. And I didn't do the homework on that, but I bet if I looked, most of those would be my quilt and the other similar quilting things. And my revenue. See, my revenue, isn't that something? It's lower than December. And my stats are through the roof higher. In December, my revenue was $1,035.61. I think it had went down a little bit by the time we saw it on the computer, but that's what I had recorded. And now it's only $997.74, so $997.74. So, you know, geez, that's almost $40 less, which it should be more with the stats, don't you think? So we'll see. We're going to see what the ad rates do. Now, I did want to let you guys know because, do you hear that? I have squirrels inside a wall. I don't know. This house is just scary sometimes. As for the numbers that I tell you, when I tell you my revenue, I'm telling you what I get to keep. Now, I know I have explained this before, but creators put their ads on videos. I use my own AdSense account. YouTube is not the one who says, hey, we're going to put ads on your videos for you, and then we'll give you a cut. No, they allow me to use my Google AdSense account and put ads on the video. I can monetize the videos, and of course, they run it from behind the scenes. They keep a percentage of that. So YouTube never pays me. Google AdSense pays me. And Google AdSense, it's not just YouTube, it's other things. I have ads on my blogs, all kinds of stuff like that. It's my account. I earn money through Google AdSense by putting ads on my videos, and then YouTube gets a cut of that. And everybody's always saying it's about 45%. And I never really pay much attention to that, but so I am now. I'll probably do it going forward. The total that my videos brought in was $1,747 and change. So YouTube got 43% of that. So their cut was about $752. I got 57%, which is about, you know, $997. So YouTube gets a big cut. I have no problem with that because I'd rather earn half of something than 100% of nothing. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? It's up to me. If I don't like that YouTube is getting 45% of that for letting me put stuff on their platform, then I just wouldn't have to do it if I don't like it. I could say, I don't like that deal and I'm not doing it. You know, I do have that attitude about certain things. For instance, everybody's always telling me, put your doodles on fabric. You can do that at Spoonflower. There's a site called Spoonflower. Of course, when I learned about that, I went right over there and checked it out. Spoonflower, here's their deal. Yes, I can doodle or draw or do design fabric, whatever way you want. Anybody can do this, and I'll tell you why. Because they're guaranteed to make money. You give them the design, they print it, but you have to pay and buy a yard of fabric to proof it. They won't even touch your design unless you agree to pay that. You probably have to pay in advance. And a yard of fabric usually starts around $17 per yard. So right away, you pay them $17 for them to show you what your fabric would look like. So even if none of it sells, they've made something off it. I don't know what it entails, but I'm sure they have machines that they've already paid for, so it's probably not hard for them to just make a yard of fabric. Probably doesn't cost them $17 to do that, so they're at least covered. That's okay. You know, that's the way they want to run the business. I don't particularly care for that because it makes me think that it just means that they're willing to take anybody's at all, because they're not going to be fussy as to like what's actually going to sell. Then the other thing is the fabric is outrageously expensive. Like I said, starts at about $17 per yard, and I get 10%. 10%. That means $1.70 if somebody buys, and then I don't even know how they pay. If they pay through PayPal, they're probably going to take the fees out of that. Not a good deal. I, first of all, would not want anyone to spend $17 on any yard of fabric. I don't care what the fabric is. That's too much money. And 10% for me, for being the designer, no, I just don't like it. I just don't. So, I don't go and be part of Spoonflower and then bitch about it. Instead, I just say, no, thank you. It's your business. You run it the way you want. I don't care. I'm just not going to be a part of that. So, you know, we have choices. We don't have to be part of something that we're not happy with. I think people don't realize there are places out there you can be happy with, or maybe you're just not happy with anything. Some people just have a very poor vision when it comes to business. They have the oh, woe is me attitude and can't get excited about everybody making money. If you want to make money, you have to be excited about making money. You also have to understand that others are excited about making money. You have to be excited for them to be making money. I'm excited for YouTube to be making money. As far as I know, though, that they have never had a profitable year. I don't know exactly how true that is, but many of the reliable tipsters have said that. Now, there are a lot of reasons why a business, you know, ends up being non-profitable, but you know, if that's true, and if it's because it's run poorly, I don't know. I have no clue. But I'm happy they're making changes to take care of what they need to do to stay around. I want YouTube to stick around. I want them to thrive. I hope I can always be part of it. There may be changes down the road that will, you know, knock other people out. At one point, I can certainly be one of those people. And I know some think that, oh, I still have this upbeat attitude because I wasn't affected by the changes that they're making. I'm totally affected in many ways. I was saying 11 channels, but I think it's actually 13. Not everything I do is out there for everyone to know. I have some channels out there that nobody knows about. Nobody but me. Things that I like to play with. Things that I like to test out. And I earn residual money with those, not included in this. I only show you my main channel in this. But of those, I think there's only one that's going to make the cut. All the others are going to fizzle, and I'm not going to keep them up because I just don't have the time to get them either to 1,000 subscribers, or most of them are over 1,000 subscribers, but they're not getting the watch time. And I just don't have time to keep that up. And one of them is a channel that you guys are probably familiar with. This is Skylar's channel. She has enough subscribers, but she doesn't have enough watch time because the only time she gets videos on her channel is when she's with me. You know, I can't force my son to say, you have to take time and put a video on her channel every week or whatever. As she gets older, she has a channel there. If she wants to do it on her own, she can. I will talk to her about this the next time, and if she would like to continue to do videos, then if she says, Dad, I'd like to continue doing videos, he'll do it for her. He won't do it for me. You know, it's hard for him to refuse his daughter. But you know, I want to explain to her, this is why you won't be earning money now, because she's made over $50 on her channel and she likes that. It's an incentive to her. She gets a kick out of it, you know. But now it's a good learning tool to let her know that things change in life and you won't be making the pennies, but you can whenever you're ready or whenever you can get somebody to help you. So I am affected with Skylar's channel and with my son's also. He's trying to build a channel and his market is very small. It's for bass guitar lessons. I'll link to that down below in case you're interested at all, at least in just going to check it out. You know, I would have liked to see him earn, but the thing is if you want to earn money on YouTube, you need to be over 1,000 subscribers and over 4,000 hours of watch time within a year, or else you're just going to be earning dollars, and that's not really something to cry over if you lose. So for me, I find this as a way to get people excited about getting their channels to where they want it to be if they want to earn money. For Skylar, it's that, you know, my heart breaks for her because I would love for her to be able to just continue as we've been doing. But then again, it's a good time, it's a good opportunity for me to show her what business is all about. The stats for previous years. 1 year ago, January of 2017, I had a total of 8,741 subscribers. Oh, I didn't tell you what my total is. I didn't look. It's almost... Let me look. I am at 39,038. Let me jot that down. 39,038. So you can tell I've come a long way in a year, because a year ago in January I had 8,741. A year ago for that January I earned $193.56. So 997, I'm good with that. 2 years ago, January of 2016, I had only 1,036 subscribers and I earned $25.19. 3 years ago, January 2015, my channel was maybe like 4 or 5 months old. I had a total of 243 subscribers and I earned $11.11. I love that, 11.11. So it does take time to grow, and like I said, some people, they can be 5 months doing videos and they're earning a killing. So it's not necessarily that I'm doing something wrong, it's that, and I don't like to say it's luck, because it really isn't. It is effort, and it might be that people are just really picking something that they know is going to get views, and I really can only go by what I feel like doing. My countries, my top 10 countries are US, UK, Canada, my top 3. US got 72% of the watch time, UK 8.7, Canada 6.7, Australia 2.9, India 0.8, Germany 0.7, South Africa 0.5, Netherlands 0.5, New Zealand 0.4, and Ireland 0.4. My bottom 5 countries are, 5th from last, Albania, Palestine, or is it Palestine? Palestine, I think. Curacao, Cambodia, I know how to pronounce that, Ghana, and those, the percentages are so low that they show 0%, so I go by minutes for those. I got a total of anywhere between 77 minutes to 157 minutes of watch time from those countries. My states, Texas is in first place with 8.4% of the watch time, California 8%, Florida 5.8%, Ohio 4.5%, and Michigan 4.1%. I do top 5 with those. Maine is in 20th place. Is that the lowest it's ever been? I think it only had like 1.4% of the watch time. So sad. My 5 bottom states are, 5th from last, Rhode Island, South Dakota, Delaware, Wyoming, and very bottom, Alaska. And they got anywhere from 0.2 to 0.3% of the watch time. Alrighty, let's go on over to the computer. You can see that we're looking at stats for January 1st through the 31st, 2018. And here's my line. This is where you saw it when I did the halfway month. And there's the 15th right there. So at that time, my highest day was $33.96. And it continued along that path until the 25th, and I got a little spike. So I started getting in the 40s again, a $50 day, another one, and another one. And I think now the first is down a little bit, and they haven't reported for the 2nd of February yet. So this is going to be my spike. I expect it to go down. Geez, I'd like it to, like, you know, not go down any further than like this right here. But it could go all the way down, and it could even dip lower. I just don't know anymore. And let's see what's earning. So this is my big guy right here, this 1 hour rag quilt, that pink quilt. Oops, well, you saw it right up there. And wow, over $100, and that's probably mainly just in this 1 week period. And that brought some other quilting things back up to the top. Now let's see, where is the one that I made? It's not up there yet. Maybe it wasn't even published yet. No, here it is. 1 hour fat quarter quilt with batting. I made this specifically because of this action going on. But I couldn't use the word rag quilt for this one because it wasn't a ragged quilt. It was a fat quarter quilt. So I was hoping that it would take off, but it's not really doing too much. But what they say is, you know, when you have a video that's doing really well, try to make another one using all the same tags. However, it still did okay because the people who are interested in this, I knew would be interested in this. So sometimes it's good to do that, but it's hard for me to do that because if I'm absolutely not in the mood to do something, it's better that I just don't do it because I'm just not going to be feeling it and then it's not as successful. So I'm just going to let you guys look at this. Pause if you want to study anything. And here's the bottom. Now let's go to subscribers. This is for the whole month again. Then go to YouTube watch page or whatever your top one is. That happens to be my top one. Now we can see at a glance where my subscribers are coming from. It is indeed the 1 hour rag quilt and then my other quilting ones. So some people probably subscribed right away when they saw this one. Some maybe took a little time and looked at a couple other quilting things that popped up maybe on the sidebar for them or whatever, and they decided to subscribe for whatever reason. And I didn't lose too many from those particular videos. I mean, you do always lose subscribers. I subscribe and unsubscribe to people all the time. I'll subscribe if I want to, you know, just watch them for a little bit, see what's going on. The minute I don't care to watch anyone anymore, I unsubscribe. I just don't like a lot of, you know, things in my subscribed list. So these are the videos and the ones that are getting subscribers. I don't know if that's of any interest to you or not. So let's just go back to the camera. I know I mentioned something while talking that we could look at in there, and I don't know if it was subscribers or not. I can't remember, and I haven't edited this yet, so I don't know what I said. And if this video is choppy, it's because I got very talkative during this video, and there's going to be a lot of editing that I won't be able to salvage. I won't be able to probably make it a smooth transition, so just put up with me. I get very chatty during these videos. And once again, thank you to those of you who do watch this series. It's like the most bizarre series that I have. It's like nothing else that I really do on my channel. But when I started this, I had some die-hard fans who were like, this is the only video of yours that I watch. I don't watch anything else but this. So because people are even honest enough to say that, I kind of just feel like, you know, I'm glad to do it for those of you who are interested. This video doesn't usually ever perform well for me. I don't know. Was it on the list? I didn't even pay attention. But, you know, it's certainly something I do because I know there are some of you out there who do enjoy it and that you like to see how it goes. And it gives me some content. So I'm happy with that. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Please go check out my ASMR channel if you like ASMR. If you're clueless as to what ASMR is, go do a search on Google. You will learn a lot. Do a search on YouTube. You will see a lot. And do go check me out on Patreon because that's where the elite Peanut Gallery members hang out. They're part of the Patron Gallery. I have a new name, Patron Gallery. So go check it out. Fan funding is becoming quite popular, especially with the YouTube changes. So do expect more people to be hanging out at Patreon because more and more creators are realizing that, you know, they can't rely on YouTube. You can't rely on anything. You can't. You have to just do what you can and understand that it always can all go away. I've been through that enough times that I know. I don't even say it can. I expect it to. I expect everything to go away and change. In 10 years from now, if I'm still able to work, I can almost promise you it won't be on YouTube. It'll be something completely different by then because I'll probably be forced to do something different. And or maybe I'll just tire of what I do and I'll move on. But change always happens, so get used to that bullshit. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye!